not putting out no new growth. It's not doing nothing crazy. It's just... Welcome back to the plant edit. My name is Kiera, and today I'm going to be repotting 4 of my hoya and potting up a corm that I have that has been sitting. I don't actually know what the plant is, so we're going to find out what that allocation is eventually. But today I'm just going to repot these hoya that I got off of Palm Street, and this one I actually got off Etsy. So I'll start with this one. So I got this Hoya Sunrise off Etsy, and when I first got it, it has a little bit more than this, and it was sunstressed, like this pretty red. But I don't know if y'all know, but like I ordered from the Green Escape, and it came in like that, like I don't know what to call it. It's like a bulb type deal, and it was like that squishy soil, and I started to kill it. And so I eventually repotted it up in Fluval Stratum, and it finally gave me this here leaf after probably like 7 months of having it and it doing nothing. So I'm actually going to pot this up in, I think I'm just going to put it in a bigger vessel. I don't think I'm going to put it in soil, because all my hoya are pretty much in self-watering pots, so I don't think I'm going to put this one in that though. So that is that first hoya. The next hoya I got off of Palm Street, and it's a Tequila Sunrise, and I got it from Hello Beautiful Thing, and she is sunstressed and so pretty. I'd probably say this is maybe what, 2 inches, a 2-inch pot. So I'm going to pot it up in a 3-inch self-watering pot, so then I don't really have to do much, and I can kind of just let it do its thing. So that is the second hoya I'll be potting up. Then these next 2 hoya I got from the same place, which is Vicky's Hoya House, and this is a Hoya Bordini, and it is sunstressed and absolutely beautiful. Like I mentioned before, I like hoya that can sunstress, so I of course bought hoya that were pretty much already sunstressed. Obviously I know I need to give them more sunlight to continue that, but this gives me motivation. So I have this Hoya Bordini, and then, ooh, I'm making a mess. I have this, this is from Hello Beautiful Thing and not Vicky's. And this is a Serogenensis, that's how you pronounce it. And she has these huge leaves. Like you can see how big the leaves are. And she actually had a few growth spots, and one of them, well, actually all of them fell off at some point in time. I don't know where the other ones went, but one of them literally just fell off before I started filming this. And I think it's just because it's dry and it took some time to transfer. And I will be putting these in soil and not the cocoa bark. I'm sorry, I hate it. I can't, like, I think I'm just not used to it. Like, I don't know when I'm supposed to water it, like how, I just don't like it. It just seems too airy to me. And I know that's good for like aeration, but like I just don't like it for my plants. I don't know if I don't like it for my plants, or if I don't like it for me taking care of my plants. I think that's the answer. So I'm going to be repotting all of these in just regular soil that I have made a batch of, technically. And when I say technically, I mean I'm going to be reusing soil from a plant that died on me. What is that plant? This Calathea maranta, or it was a Calathea maranta. My friend actually gave this to me because she's a plant gal too, and I repotted it, and she did fine for a while. And I don't know if I just let her dry up too much or like what was really going on, but then they just started dying, and it didn't matter. Like, it didn't matter what I did, it just died. So I was just like, F it. I guess you just gonna have to meet your maker. So I just kind of let it die, and that's just what it boiled down to. Like, it's not putting out no new growth, it's not doing nothing crazy, it's just doing that. So I'm gonna take this soil and reuse it, of course. So the first thing I need to do is prep my self-watering pots. So like I said before, I've just got these off Amazon in like a pack of I don't remember what the pack was of, but I know I had thought I ran out, and so I probably have like 15 of these suckers right now. So I will be using these, and pretty much you just kind of gotta assemble them yourself so they come just like this. And I think the biggest thing is getting these little wicks in there, because you can see how small those holes are. So and these wicks aren't that thin, so excuse my nails. So I just gotta wiggle them in there. And so pretty much I just pull it through as much as I can through the bottom. And it kind of just does that whole little thing. And then I'll literally do the same thing with the other side. But as you can see in there, I just do like directly across from each other. Just like that. And that is it. And I do have my label maker out because I've been needing to label a good portion of my hoyas that I haven't yet. So I'm also going to do that this video. And the label maker I got is just from Amazon. And it just requires an app, so pretty much you can like customize how you want your label to look. But I'll be deleting the app after I use it because just not an app that I use frequently enough to continue to have it on my phone at all times. My bad. But anywho, so just like that. So I've got these little suckers assembled, and I've showed y'all before the water just goes in the little reservoir bit. So let's start there. So I think the first hoya I'm gonna pot up is this Tequila Sunrise, and I'm actually going to get my potting mat so I don't make a mess on this little table. And this little table is like extremely handy. Like it's a little desktop, like a desktop. It's a little desk. And I actually got it off IKEA. And it can like, it sits up like this, or I can like flip it on its side and it's still like, and like if I'm sitting on the ground, I can like pull it up to my lap and it's perfect. So I use this for absolutely everything. I use this for schoolwork. I use this for repotting plants. If I'm sitting on my little chair, I use it for everything. And I will continue to use it for everything. All right, so I'm actually gonna start by chopping all of this off so I can really get to the soil, because that's the only part I really care about anyways, because this plant's dead to me. Because to be honest, like if I gotta work for you, which I don't mind working for a plant, but like if you're not even trying, you're not even giving me nothing, you gotta go. So boom, she did. But the thing was, like, her root system was crazy, y'all. Like, actually, y'all probably got to see this. Root system was wicked in a good way. And I'm actually gonna leave that in there until I get some shit situated. Sorry, I'll be cussing. Until I get these self-watering pots together. So we're gonna start with the Tequila Sunrise. And just do the boogie boogie. Oh, she's cute. I can't. Ah, okay. Okay, y'all, so she don't got not a lick of roots for real. And I don't know if that's because like the roots fell off, because I don't like that. So actually, plants have changed. If y'all can see, that's what her root system looks like. Practically nothing. So I actually think, yeah, I'm gonna put her in this, and I think I'm gonna put this in this. Yeah, so I'm actually gonna start. That is wild, because I was sitting here like, yes, which, oh shit, I could have misread some shit, but I swore it was like, I swore it had a decent root system. Like I said, I could have misread some stuff. I could have just not read it right. Which I'm not surprised though. It's coming off Palm Street. I can't be expecting a, you know, a crazy plant from sellers. So pretty much, with this Hoya Sunrise that's in fluval stratum, I'm going to try to nicely disconnect her. That's what I'm talking about. And that's what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna put her in there. Now my throat is going crazy. So now the sheet in her like that, I'm just gonna pour this soil in there. It's like that, y'all. That, y'all. I'm actually gonna bring these a little closer. Like that. Yep. So I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it is so windy here. And it's like 73 degrees out today. And I'm in the Midwest. I'm in Indiana. And I don't know, obviously, where y'all are watching from, but that storm earlier this week had me scared, had me shaking my boots. Well, actually, I guess it was technically last week. Like Saturday, Sunday? Yeah, Saturday, Sunday. I did not know what was about to go down, but thanks, son, I made it through. So I'm just gonna keep doing a little that, like such. Okay. And yeah, so that's literally my little sunrise. And I mean, it's nothing crazy going on around here. But boom, that's it. And like I said, that's the newest leaf right there. And it's actually pretty still things. Like pretty soft still. So, oh, boom. And she's grew up. She grew up on my dumb ass. Yes. Okay, so that's her. My little Hoya Sunrise. But now that I empty the little vessel my Hoya Sunrise is in, I need to empty this out and put new stratum in it to put my tequila Sunrise in it. Oh, they sharing. So yeah. Which, honestly, I probably should have just left that alone, but I don't wanna. That's too damn bad. So I'm just gonna use this little plastic bag that was on the self-watering stuff and just get this fluval. So like fluval stratum, from what I've read on the interweb, is not a permanent growing substrate, because as you can see, it like breaks down, like it turns into whatever the freak it turns into. So this will be temporary. Like I said, I just like to use it to get stuff rooted, and then I'll go from there. Okay, so here's my bag of fluval stratum. I got it off Amazon whenever I started buying Hoya on Reddit. Teehee. And so I'm just gonna, usually I use something to like kind of put it in there with, but I'm like sitting, obviously, and my closet is behind the camera. I'm not trying to get behind the camera, so I'm not. So this is, like I said, look at those roots. They're nothing, and that's okay. That's a-okay, but baby. So pretty much whenever I use fluval stratum, I almost treat it like pond. I just like to make sure that it stays, like I let it, like pond, you just don't let it dry out completely, because that's when stuff goes haywire. So it don't really look like I need to do too much because she really didn't have much roots. Excuse me, gosh dang. So you can see I didn't do too much, and it's probably hard to see with this glass being like this, but whatever. So it's not a crazy amount. I didn't fill it to the brim or nothing like that. So whenever I put water in my reservoirs in my other containers. I'm gonna put water in this. Like I said, I just treat it like pond. I don't keep it like soaking wet, but I definitely don't let it get to like this where the stratum starts like rolling around, because that means it's too dry in my eyes. And I've rooted a good amount of my Hoya in fluval stratum, and it hasn't done me wrong yet. So, in fluval we trust. Alright, so now I got this Bordini, and this one's got roots. I can see the roots through there. Okay. So here's this bed. And I don't mind leaving it in the soil that's already in. So I'm just, she is showing out. See, this is what I was expecting with the tequila sunrise. Look, I know y'all see that. That's 3 inches itself. I'm gonna have to size up on this soon, but soon is not today. All right. So, actually, I dang near gotta put her just straight in. And this is like a chunkier soil mix, which is cool to me. Like, I can get down with a chunky soil mix. I just can't get down with that straight cocoa shit. I don't like that. Oh, damn, y'all. Look at her. She's doing too much. Like, the stem shit is maybe a little too long for this 3-incher. Oh, damn. I might have to put her back in there. Because I want her in a self-watering pot. Like I said, I like my Hoya in self-watering pots. That's a lot. But she obviously needs something wider than this. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't want to put her in just like a regular pot. I don't have any Hoya just hanging out. I lied. My Hoya nearest is in one. So I'm just gonna have to put her in a regular pot. Hold on. Let me get my shit right. So I have this mix of pot sizes. The dang thing I got off Amazon. Them folks done packaged this up like they had to worry about somebody stealing it. So let's see how much bigger this is. That's decent size bigger. However, that probably still won't be deep enough. So I'm gonna have to go up a size. So I guess I'll just do this size. I don't know what size this is, but I'm gonna do it. And I am kind of upset about this because how, Sway? Like, that sucker fits right in there just like that, real nice with it. But like I said, y'all, I'm gonna have to end up pulling out my whole soil mix, and this is gonna be a lot more than I expected. Sick. Okay, well, let me see something first. So yeah, I think she'd be cool to go in there. Yeah, that'd be okay. All right, so dang it, I thought I was doing something. So let me, like I said, y'all, this soil had to do it. I just had to. Like, I cannot waste all this soil. I got this plant. Me and my friend went out to. It was not that long ago. See, that's what I'm saying. Cause like, what was really going on with this plant? Like, the roots look crazy. They look fine, to keep it a buck. They look really good, actually. So I don't know what's going on with her. But I had a Maranta at one point in time. I remember it was probably one of my first little plants that I got. So like, look at these roots. She's doing her thing. Like, what? What? But I don't care. You played me. You played me once, you'll never get the chance to play me again. So anywho, I had a Maranta once, and I killed it. And I think I wasn't giving it enough light, which was, you know, I was a beginner plant mom. I didn't know what was going on with it. I let it do its thing. That was cool with me. So that's what I did. So I'm just gonna fill this up a little bit more. Sorry if y'all, I think that's the trash people. It is trash day where I'm at. Maybe not, because usually they come in the morning. I don't know, y'all. I don't feel like getting nothing looking either. So this is my Hoya Virginie. My pets. And I will water her a little later. Same thing. And I'm actually just gonna leave this on here because I feel like, just like that, I'm just gonna put it in there. Because with my other Hoya that are in the self-watering pots, I intend on leaving those in there a long time. This one I don't plan on leaving in here for that long of a period, but just enough time, I suppose. So up there she goes. Up there she goes. Okay, so next I have this Surgenensis. And let's see what we're working with. Because this thing got cocoa stuff that Y'all, for starters, these roots look amazing. And for seconders, she's not gonna fit in there. I don't know who I thought it was or what I thought I was doing, but whatever. Plants always humble you. Always. So I think I need to get another pot like the one I just put that Virginie in, or Virginie, whatever I put that one in, and pot her up in that size pot too, because this little 3-inch is not hitting on nothing. Like the roots are literally growing up and around this. I'm sick about that. I really am, because here I was thinking I was going to utilize what I need to utilize, and I didn't utilize not one gosh dang thing. So that's okay. Like I said, you win some, you lose some. I didn't say that yet, but now I did. So let me get another pot. And in case y'all was wondering, this soil is literally like, I left that bit like that. Hang time, hang time, hang time. Oh, did I put them up? No, I didn't. Okay, so I got up for no reason because here they are right here. So these are probably 4 inches. Like I said, had them suckers packaged up like folks was gonna steal them out the warehouse. Maybe they was. I don't know. Okay. Now I'm making a mess. So I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna sit her right in there. Actually, I'm gonna put a little bit of sun down in there. Y'all, I think I'm gonna have to get that freaking thing out. And then I'm just gonna backfill like such. Oh no, whatever that was. Okay. Yeah. And I'm really gonna try not to get that thing of soil out. I don't want to. That was not part of the plan today. And I should have known, because look at the root at the bottom of that, like stuck on the bottom of there. I should have known. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize this soil on this potting mat, and I'm gonna put the soil in there. How about that? Oh damn, y'all, that's a whole hole. That's a whole hole in that thing. I know y'all can't see this, but I'm sorry. I'm trying to scoop as much of this soil out of there and into there as I can. If that makes sense, it makes sense to you. If that don't make sense, I'm sorry. But I'm trying to scoop this soil from this potting mat into my little, into my 4-inch pot. And whatever I can't scoop, I'm gonna pour in there. And am I going to make a mess? Probably. This is becoming a lot more messy than I expected. And that's okay, because plants have a way of humbling you. I'm gonna fold it like this. And this is really what I do whenever I have soil that I need to, get out of this thing. Okay, like such. And then I can kind of like, by making it like small like that, I can kind of pick and choose where I want to put it. And then literally all the soil out of there is gone. So put this back on there and do that for y'all. And then just kind of pat her in there. And like I said, like, this one is like, the mix was like a cocoa coir mix, but like it still had more soil in it. So it's still pretty dang airy, but I'm trying to pack it in there nice and tight. But roots are growing around like these, I'm gonna call them tendrils, I guess. Tendrils, so this is as good as it's gonna get for them. But I still have this soil that came from the same place. The Hello Beautiful Thing, my Hello Beautiful Thing, by Hello Beautiful Thing. So I'm just gonna put that in there for airy mix, because it looks very mixed. So for those, like for the Hoya that I got to not be from like a big nursery, like Orange Lake Nursery, for example, or like Gabrielle's plants, they were packaged so well. Like they came in this nice insulated bag that was, I think it was like a one-time use bag, like because it was like sticky sealed shut. But anywho, it came in like a really nice packaged bag, heat pack in it, and the other one didn't. But I didn't pay for the heat pack because that's the one thing I don't like about Palm Street. It's like you have to pay for insulation, you have to pay for the heat pack, which like I know on like Equigenary you have to pay for the heat pack when it's cold outside, but like to pay for insulation. But the thing is, like the bag that it came in was insulated, so I don't know if I just like paid for the bag, which is like an extra $5, but the bag's not reusable. Like in my eyes, the bag's not reusable. Like it had like this, like almost like an envelope, like when you lick it, it had like a super sticky seal on it that kept it shut. But like once I ripped it open, like it was just open. Like I couldn't seal it shut again. Like, or there'd be no benefit to me sealing it shut again, if that makes sense. So I guess I paid for the bag, but the bag was super nice. The Hoya from Hello Beautiful Thing, they came with a mint, a little clip because they're Hoya, and then a cute little bag with the sticker. So I really did like that. And like I said, like for it to not be like big stores, like I absolutely love the packaging. They were shipped pretty promptly. At least I ordered the Serragenensis and the Tequila Sunrise from Hello Beautiful Thing, and those took a while. I ordered those on the 3rd and they just came in last Saturday. So I think that was like 3 days ago. So like on the 15th, 16th they came in. And then the Berdinii, that came in super fast. Like I have absolutely no complaints about that from Vicky's Hoyas. So next I'm going to put water in my fluvial stratum and in the bottom of this reservoir for this Hoya Sunrise. I don't know, this will show, but literally I just do enough to like make sure it's like darkened around the sides. And like I said, like this kind of looks gross because the fluvial breaks down. So since the fluvial was wet for my my Hoya, just regular Hoya Sunrise, it like smudged. Like I said, it's not a permanent substrate for you to grow plants in. It turns into whatever fluvial is. It breaks down to the dirt or whatever it is. So then I'm filling up my reservoir for my Sunrise, which will just look like that with her little bitty butt. And so since, like I said, I only use one self-watering thing, I am going to just use my I'm just going to use my label maker for the Hoya Sunrise. And I think I have a couple other Hoya that I actually need to use it for. I know I do with my Clemenciorum and my ring stand. So this is literally what the label maker came in. This is what it looks like. I just keep it in a little box. So yeah, it's pretty straight to the point, to be honest. It even has like a little charger, which I might actually have to charge it. I don't know. But pretty much this is it. It looks like a little egg. there's a little barcode or like a little scan thing on the back of it. That's what you scan to get the app. So like I said, I do not keep it on my phone at all times, so I'll just get the app real quick. So it just takes me to the app store. That's the app there, and I'll just download it. Kata Symbol is what it's called, and it literally took 3 seconds to download. I was actually charged. Oh shoot. So then it pops up like that, and I'm just going to connect it to my phone. I don't allow. So boom, now I'm in the app completely. I just left it as it was. So you can see it says sunrise. So then I'm going to print. I just want one copy. So just print, and it says printing. Okay. And then to chop the print, there's like this little thing there. I just push it up like such. And then I have my sticky icky for my label maker. So this is what it came out to. And like I said, you can make the font bigger. You can make the font bigger. You can make the font go this way, or you can like round it kind of, but obviously I don't need that for just this. And my reservoirs in the front, so I'm just gonna literally put it on the back. And that's it. So I'm gonna do the same thing just for my Clementiorum real quick. Okay, so I'll print one for my Clementiorum also. I don't have that over here at this time, so I'm just gonna set it off to the side. I'll have to see if, oh, my ring stand. Okay, hold on. I gotta do one more. And I haven't had to refill this. I've had this thing probably like almost a year, and I haven't had to refill it. I don't use it too frequently, hence why I didn't know if it was charged or not. But I don't use it too often, but I haven't had to like charge it again or get new paper or new ink or anything like that. So the last thing I'm going to do is plant up this here corn. I don't know what type of hoya this, or shit. I don't know what type of allocation this is to. I've had it in my closet for quite some time. So I'm just gonna go and like pick off, well, that's what I'm actually doing now, is picking off all the like extra gunk on it, the extra dirt, whatever you're gonna call it. And my alocasia poly that I currently have, I actually had it with this and did the same exact thing, and now my poly is like a complete plant. So trust the process, please. So I just gonna root it in fluvostratum again. So I just have it sitting in there like that, and I'm just gonna kind of go around it. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of water that I have in there, which I just refill this, but I need to refill it again. And I usually, like when I root them, I leave them out in like ambient temperatures. But like this is my plant room, so it is kind of humid in here. Like I have a humidifier pretty much going definitely whenever the air is on in my house, but the air is off right now because like I said, it's 73 degrees outside. So I really don't need to have the air on because or the heat on or anything. So I just kind of let this room do its thing. So right now it says it's 75.9 degrees in here with 62% humidity. So I just kind of leave this out, especially when it's warmer out. I just let them do their thing. I just sit it on that like little Target shelf that I got, so that way it can get sunlight. And then I guess while I'm here, I'll stick those up. So like my little Hoya sunrise and my tequila sunrise there. Actually was just gonna make a short, and so I just very quickly moved this ring stand from like a hanging pot to a self-watering pot, like a 4-inch self-watering pot, which is why it is hanging out like that. And I put it on a trellis because obviously it's long as heck. But that's one of the ones I got for Christmas that I am just now tending to. So boop. Now she's labeled. Just like that. And then my clementiorum. And I guess I really hadn't paid much mind, but look at how big this new, like the leaf that it put out last is. It is huge. Like this is the biggest leaf I have. And like I know they can get big leaves, but I guess I just wasn't paying mind that this leaf was that big. And like on this stem, it looks like there's actually another growth point. So this leaf is still growing. It is not hardened off. And I feel like the clementiorum is thirsty. She's a thirsty girl. I'll literally fill up this reservoir with water, and then like in like 3 days, it's completely empty. And like I'll wait a day or two, but I'm just like, dang, I don't want it to grow out. Like I don't want it to dry out. So I do typically put water in it. Not too long after I notice that it should dry, but it's just like, girl, slow down a little bit. So she's also labeled, and like I said, look at how big that leaf is. That's literally the same length as my hand from my middle finger down. Crazy. Okay, so I think that's it for today. That took a little longer than I expected, but I'm not mad at it just because I've been needing to do that, and it's not like I've been needing to do it for like a long time, obviously, because I just got the other plants on Saturday, but still I just needed to do that. And I'm actually pleasantly surprised with noticing my clementiorum leaf, which somehow I always end up talking about that, but whatever. That is it. Like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all have any specific sellers on Palm Street that you like to buy from? Definitely leave them down below, because I've been getting more into the app. I just really got it because I didn't really know how to utilize it. But definitely comment your favorite sellers on there, and I'll see you next video. Bye.